Good morning to everyone. My name is Beatrice Maria Toldo and I'm from University of Padova. Today I will present to you the paper An IFC Framework for Information and Document Management in Construction Processes. So, the digitalization of the construction industry is now a strategic priority. This has significantly transformed the design phase, but when we look to the construction site, the situation is a little bit different. In particular, we have that many construction companies still use traditional tools for data collection, such as PDF or spreadsheets. And there is also the fragmented of the information, basically because they still use different databases for collecting information. And this also causes delay of reporting of deviations, and this is also no real-time integrations for what happened in the real time and what was planned during the design phase. So in this context, BIM could be as a database to collect all the information, and IFC could be as a standard to export in an open way the information and helps everyone to read the information inside it. So the objective of the research is to develop a conceptual IFC-based framework for construction site document management. And in particular, we focus on the labor resources part because they are up to the 50% of the total cost of the project, so they are very important. So the framework is divided mainly in three main parts. The first part is mapping the information related to the document itself in IFC. Then mapping the information contained inside the document in IFC, and then mapping the relationship between the entities that we identify in the previous phases. So going in deep of the first one, we worked on the daily report. This is an example of daily report, basically because this is the document in which we can find the majority of the information related to the labors. So we found that IFC document information could be used as classes in which we can store the information related to the documents. So the description, the name, the date of the document. Here in the slide we can see also how we can map the information. And there is also the attribute location in which we can copy and paste the link to the common data environment in which the document is stored. So we don't have to put inside the IFC the document, but we can link to another common data environment. And then we have the information contained inside the document, so the resources and the tasks that they achieve. So from what concerns the resources, we can have labor resource, material resource, equipment resource, subcontracting, etc., and then the activities that they achieve. So going in deep of the construction resources, we worked on the IFC labor resource, but it is the same for the other resources because they are subclasses of IFC construction resource. So what we find is that we can use the PSET construction resource in which we can use the actual work time to store the information. Actual work time is an IFC regular time series. So why we choose that? Because we can have some activities that are spanned during multiple days. So we have that a single task involves several daily reports. So instead of creation new instances in IFC every day, we can have only one classes, only one IFC labor resource, and we can add IFC regular time series value each days. And then we map the relationship between the IFC entities that we identify. So this is the case of the relation between the tasks and the labor resources, or the other resources, through the use of IFC relations to resource. Here in the slides, we can also see how we can allocate information inside the IFC task using IFC task time, which we can have both schedule information, so schedule start, schedule finish, and actual information, so actual start, actual finish, actual duration. So then we can make a comparison from between informations. And this is how we can map also the relationship with the documents. So using IFC relations to document, we can associate both resources and tasks. On the left, we can see the case in which we can have one document and multiple tasks, which is the case in which we have a daily report. And then on the right, we can see the case in which we have one single task, which is related to multiple documents. As I said before, we can have a task that is carried out during multiple days, so it is linked to different documents. To test this mapping, we hypothesize to have 2 daily reports. Each one has 2 tasks, and one task is in common between the 2 daily reports. So this is how appeared the mapping. On the left, we can see that we have the IFC document information, which is related to the task, and all the resources that they are connected, and also the values that are related. This is for the first document, and this is the same for the other document. And this is the case in which we have a task which is shared by the 2 documents. So on the green part, we can see that this is the same schema as we saw in the previous slides. But on the right, we can see that we have different values related to the different documents in purple and in orange. So in conclusion, we can see that BIM could be used as an environment to collect all the information inside it. Also, the use of the IFC enables the traceability of labor reporting, but also from the other resources, of course, and also prevent loss of critical information, both for the using of the attribute location to connect the documents, but also for the use of FC regular time series, so we can have the history of the information that we insert. And from what concerns the challenges, we have to pay attention when we re-export the AFC, not for changing the GUID, so we may lost the links between the elements. And also this is a rigid semantic structure that can ensure data fidelity for cost control, but also requires a significantly mapping work. So for the future works, we can also work on use an empirical validation, so real project to test our methodology. Also integrating algorithm to extract in an automated way the information from documents and insert it into IFC. Also work on the other cost category, as I said before, and also integrating with the IoT and real-time data. Thank you for your attention.